I'm going to Miami in 3 weeks to do an event for a corporate where I'm doing Trump, and I'm going to come out and give like a 40-minute rally. So everything that Trump would say, China, Sleepy Joe, the
Yeah.
election, and all of that, and I just write jokes for all of that. So it's really, really, funny.
Do you feel like in the couple of impressions that I've done, like I've done like Greta Thunberg, and then like I don't know, a couple of like low profile people, but I find like for me doing a good impression is like you have to find something you like about the person. Like you have to get to know them and you want to be convincing. So it's almost like you have to kind of get into their head a little bit.
Yes. I think if you really study, like I'm not someone that just likes to do a voice. I really want to, and that's maybe the actor in me. Like I really try to, it really becomes like almost like a method or a Meisner. Like I really want to, Daryl Hammond, when he saw me on The View, he said, "Wow, you think like him." I see.
Wow, that's
a great compliment. Oh, it was amazing. He was like, "This is the best." He goes, "You're the best Trump I've ever seen because you actually had the inner workings of his mind." And I thought that was
you voted for him, didn't you? Unfriend.
Right. Exactly. And that's when I do it. I think when you do an impression, you want to capture not just the things they say, but the essence of the way they say it, So for me, it was originally just getting down the Trump voice, and then it was the mannerisms, but then it was like all the little nuances.
Would you listen to the same speech over and over to get the voice down, or would you listen to a lot of different stuff?
No, I would listen just over and over, interviews, speeches. Like the first thing was just hearing a word like China, China, or jabs. And then it was just the face. He's got a very kind of serious face, pensive, and then he does a lot of the breathing where it's just like
he like breathes in through his teeth. He's like,
well, we're looking at it, and he really has a small mouth, so he doesn't. A lot of times when people do impressions, it's like, we're doing it, the jabs. It's not that. He's actually, his mouth is very like, we're looking at it very closely.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on.
And we're working at it. We're going to try to do it. We don't know if we can do it. We'll try to do it. And he does a lot of that. And I'm sorry, I feel horrible because my impression is really good. If I wasn't sick, but if people go
it's like
on,
even the smile you do, like you smile on certain words, it's like a really like deep impression. It's like really fleshed
even without
out.
saying a word, if I just to become him, people can get the essence of just the face. When I just like, here's my baseline face. That's me normal. And then if I start becoming Trump, it's
so it's furrowed brow. Yeah. Wow, your face must get tired.
It does. I have like a little crease now above my nose.
From doing him?
From doing that for so long. So yeah.
Well, if you didn't want that, you could get a little Botox there.
But it's also the funny things he says, you'll pick up little lines and everything's, it's when he's kind of like mocking, like the other side, it's always like, oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's really terrible. It's very sad what they're doing. And we're not happy about that. And we're looking at it very closely, but it's terrible. And it's really a train wreck. And it's a laughingstock. We're really becoming a laughingstock to the world. And it's really terrible. And usually I'll come out like when I give a rally and I'm immediately like, I'll talk about the crowd because that's what Trump does, And again, if you're liberal or Republican, that's what he says. So
right. He says, my African-American over there. Was that you on the tour bus? You'd be like, my African-American over there. Right, hello, my Bloods, my Crips.
We love these. By the way, look at the red tie. It matches the Bloods. We love the Bloods. And he always does this when he points to people. He'll do a lot of this.
Because he didn't want to point. He goes like
that. This, and then he'll do that. The finger goes up and it goes down.
Okay.
Especially with a reporter. Excuse me. You're horrible. You don't know what you say. Look, CNN is the corrupt news network. That's what they are. They're corrupt. Or how about maybe the Clinton news network? It's the ratings. Look, the ratings are horrible. They're lower than Harvey Weinstein's zipper. That I can tell you. And then you got NBC, which stands for nothing but crap. They're terrible, and everybody knows my favorite network. What is it? What's my favorite network? Wrong. You're an idiot. What is it? No, you're stupid. It's the Playboy Channel, right? We love the Playboy Channel. And then after that, we like OAN, and we like Newsmax and Fox. I like Fox. Not everybody on Fox, but I like some of them on Fox. Hannity and Laura Ingraham and Jesse. I like Jesse and Gutfeld. I like them.
Trump, are you definitely going to run in 2024?
Well, we're looking at it very closely. I think we can win the House, and I think we'll win that very easily, to be honest with you. And then we're looking at running and winning the Senate. I think it'll be tougher, but I think we could do it. And I can't say it now, you know that. I can't say it yet, but we're looking at it. And I think, let me just say this. I think you'll be very happy. You'll be very happy when you hear about it.
I don't think Pelosi's gonna come back.
She's terrible, you know that. And nobody's done.
I feel like I'm talking to an old friend.
Nobody's done what I've done. Nobody. Look, we had COVID. We had the vaccines. We had therapeutics. We did more than anybody's ever done. Everybody knows that. You look at Sleepy Joe, they did nothing. More people have died under Sleepy Joe's administration than mine. More people, like thousands and thousands of people have died, thousands. And we did wonderfully. And that's what it is, the COVID. It's a germ. It's a scourge. I call it the invisible enemy. That's what it is. It's invisible because you can't see it. And if you could see it, it would look like Nancy Pelosi.
You know, if you zoom in on the COVID, it actually looks like Pelosi's head. That's funny.
I really wish. It's a shame my voice sucks tonight, but
oh my God, no!
They go on YouTube. You can see me in the full makeup and everything.
That was plenty. How did you go about buying and finding the makeup you need for this? Because it sounds like the first time you did this impression, it was on network TV, and you probably had makeup people figure it out for you, right? And then did you have to watch them and then like buy what they buy?
Yeah, it's actually really easy. Yeah, just a foundation. They would just put a dark foundation on me. I'm with like an orangey foundation, and then I just watched them do that, and then I went out and got a wig, and it really takes me about 15 minutes to get ready. But what I do is I put about 15 t-shirts on to bulk up, and then I wear a white shirt and then the suit because I try to look more top heavy. Because
so you'd rather wear 15 t-shirts than get like a fat suit?
Well, the fat suits, that would be ideal if I had a really good theatrical one and not one that looked fake.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to find something, even on Amazon. I'd have to go to a really good like theatrical store.
Yeah, maybe they could, I don't know, sponsor you or something, or you do trade for videos or something.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Because it's a lot of the ones where, and even the wigs, like I was the only Trump guy that wears the Trump hat with here. So
with the wig.
Yeah. So like normally. Yeah, like I would be the only person there would have the wig on with the hat over it. Most of them just wear the wig, but the wigs are so dumb, they look so stupid. Like SNL, that guy has a great wig, but it's SNL. They have the money, all the right people. But I don't know. It's really hard to find a good wig that would look good standalone. So I have the wig on, and this over it.
Smart.
And then to me, it looks a lot better. And even now, just that alone, just the hat. It's horrible. You know that. Look, some people say I'm the greatest president, frankly, maybe even better than Lincoln. And I think I'm a lot better than Lincoln because I didn't get shot.
Except I got shot at constantly by the fake news media.
They're fake news. They're totally fake. They're fake.
I think Trump, part of his like public persona, he uses a lot of, I think, simple words. I think that's part of his charm.
It's absolutely, it's simple. It's like he'll take a word and then find 5 other synonyms to that word. Like, and that's how it all started, right? Like, it was good. It was great. Frankly. And then he's constantly just changing. He'll just keep upping it. Like, well, we had a good meeting. Actually, really, it was a great meeting. Perhaps it was one of the greatest meetings in the history of the country.
Best meeting.
And perhaps even the world by far. Nobody comes close. You know it and I know it. Look, we had a great meeting. People were showing up. We had thousands of people. They're pouring in. Thousands of people were pouring in. No one could even get in. It was so beautiful. It was really a beautiful meeting. Like he says things that are so funny. Like when he'll talk about our military, he'll be like, we've got a great military and we built it up. You know, when I took over, the cupboards were bare. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. The cupboards were bare. Then I built it up. And now we got beautiful missiles and shiny bombs. They're so shiny. So shiny. We have
why didn't you have a dog in the White House?
Huh?
Why didn't you have a dog in the White House?
Well, because Rosie O'Donnell was busy.
Oh my God.
She couldn't do it, right? She turned us down, right? We said, get us a dog. Where's Rosie, right? We love Rosie. Big Rosie. Maybe a horse. She's more of a horse, to be honest.
God.
She is totally horrible.
That's really
She
fun.
is disgusting. She's gross. But I love Asian women because I like to grab them by the vagina.
Oh, not saying the P word anymore.
Right, the pussy. Grab them by the pussy. That was another thing. I was like, look, I'm all out to call out someone when I think they're wrong. And Donald Trump is not perfect. And there are things about him where I used to get mad. I still get mad. I'm like, dude, I impersonate you. If you just said this or did this, you would have so many less detractors, you know?
Right.
And it's infuriating because there is a narcissistic, he's very much a I mean, look, most people that run for office are narcissistic. I hate when they say he's narcissistic. I mean, most of them all are. You have to be somewhat of an egomaniac to feel that you can run a country. No one would want that job.